set of initials in an already acronym-heavy immigration law. The Electronic System for Travel Authorization, or the ESTA, allows the U.S. Department of Homeland, or DHS, to pre-screen foreign national visitors traveling to the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program, or the VWP. Lots of acronyms. This application system is now part of the Visa Waiver Program. It has made visiting the United States an easy and simple process for the millions of visitors with a machine-readable passport, an e-passport. Because of the increased security consciousness and related regulations, VWP visitors must now apply for travel authorization in advance of their trip. The travel authorization application process is overseen and operated by the DHS. Let's look at the purpose of the Electronic System for Travel Authorization, the ESTA. The Electronic System for Travel Authorization was developed to allow DHS to pre-screen all travelers who intend to come to the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program. And this is done before they leave their respective countries. All travelers bound for the U.S. are urged to apply for a travel authorization at least 72 hours prior to departure. The ESTA travel authorization is not a visa. Thus, an approved travel authorization does not guarantee entry to the U.S., but it is a prerequisite for travel to the U.S. by air or sea carrier. ESTA only pre-screens Visa waiver travelers in order to allow them to travel to the United States. Additionally, ESTA is not an application for admission into the United States, but if you are not approved for a travel authorization, you must apply for a B1, B2 visitor's visa. Moreover, foreign nationals from non-visa countries, non-visa waiver countries, should not even attempt to apply for a travel authorization. Let's look at more about the ESTA travel authorization system. On January 12, 2009, the travel authorization became mandatory for all travelers under the Visa Waiver Program that intend to enter the United States by air or sea. Without an approved travel authorization, foreign nationals may be denied boarding, they may experience delayed processing at the port of entry, or may even be denied entry at the U.S. border. An approved travel authorization is only required for the purpose of traveling to the U.S. for travelers on the Visa Waiver Program. However, foreign nationals from Visa Waiver Program countries transiting through the United States must also process an approved ESTA application number. While the ESTA is an additional step in coming to the U.S., it has not become a major bar for most applicants. According to DHS records, over 96% of all ESTA applications are approved. The validity of the authorization, when you're applying for a travel authorization, is not related to any visa process. It is a separate requirement that applies only to foreign nationals traveling to the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program. Once issued, the travel authorization is valid for 2 years, unless your passport expires earlier, i.e., it's tied to your passport. Requirements: USA Patriot Act requires that all travelers under the Visa Waiver Program have a machine-readable passport. To apply for travel authorization through ESTA, you must have that machine-readable passport with a digital photograph printed on the page that contains your biographic data. Alternatively, if you have a passport from one of the 8 new Visa Waiver countries, the passport needs an integrated chip containing the information from the data page. If you are from a Visa Waiver country, but you hold an old passport, one of those non-machine readable passports, you must now apply for a visitor's visa in advance of coming to the U.S. Let's look at the ESTA in your Form I-94W. Visa Waiver Program travelers must still complete Form I-94W, the green form. However, while a travel authorization must be completed in advance, Form I-94W is normally provided to you by the airline. If not, Form I-94W is available at the U.S. Port of Entry. Your ESTA information should match what you write on the Form I-94W. Many airline carriers that fly into the U.S. are working on implementing an ESTA system which eliminates the need to complete the Form I-94W. However, this is a certification process which is time-consuming. While some carriers may already have an ESTA system implemented, others will not. Therefore, follow the instructions from the airline carrier and complete the Form I-94W if necessary. After January 12, 2009, a travel authorization must be obtained in advance regardless for all Visa Waiver travelers. Let's conclude. All persons traveling to the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program must now apply for travel authorization under the Electronic System for Travel Authorization, the ESTA. The ESTA is occasionally mistaken by some travelers for being the same as a U.S. visitor's visa. It's not. The ESTA, or travel authorization, is only for Visa Waiver travelers and is only related to travel authorization. A U.S. visitor visa is still necessary for any other visitor to come to the U.S. who does not qualify under the VWP. ESTA is a simple online application system where the Visa Waiver travelers can apply for travel authorization. While the travel authorization is a requirement now for all Visa Waiver participants, an approved authorization does not guarantee entry at the U.S. border. The ESTA process has enhanced the security of the VWP and has allowed the State Department and DHS to expand membership in the program, which, in turn, enables members from Visa Waiver Program countries to easily travel to the U.S. for business or pleasure for up to 90 days without obtaining a visa. If you have any questions about the Electronic System for Travel Authorization, the ESTA, consult a Visa Pro immigration attorney. We would be happy to help you.